In this video, my friend, I'll be sharing with you a very important quality that you have to find when it comes to your friends and associates and the people you want to bring into your inner circle. This is something you don't want to miss, all right? Dimitri, let's get right into it. A few days ago, I shared with you this particular example of my grandpa back in the early 1980s who had the audacity to tell us with eyes wide open, not dreaming, to say that I see you guys living in Canada. That was basically when the country was coming out of this worst economic situation that the country has ever experienced. That was the beginning of 1980s. And the world was still basically trying to rebound from the disaster, the debacle that it had encountered in the 1970s. My grandpa had the audacity to tell us that, yes, I see you guys living in Canada. That shook us all to the core. Why? Because we said to ourselves, number one, the country is too far. Number two, the family is quite big. In order for us to relocate over there, someone will need to consider all the resources that will need to be brought together in order for this to become a reality. But all these questions, he anticipated them and simply decided to not to address them. He saw the vision, he spoke about the vision, and that's where he stopped. In doing so, he told me something really key. He told me about this grand quality you need to have when it comes to the people that you bring into your inner circle, the people that's going to be either as friends or associates as far as the inner circle is concerned. Guess what he told me? He told me about this key thing known as the possibility language. Because in hindsight, it was right. We are all here, including my father, who looked completely shocked when my grandpa said that about 40 years ago. We are all here. We are all in this country. How it happened is still a mystery. But of course, back in the days, the key question would have been the practical. Yes, you need to travel. You need to first of all have the resources. You need to go apply for a visa. You need to go also have passport. You need to also make sure you're meeting all the requirements that the Canadian government is going to have when it comes to you immigrating to this country. So there had to be some kind of legwork to be considered for us to come here. But despite all these questions that had to be answered, my grandpa had the audacity to say what he had to say, yes, I see you guys living in Canada. And that was simply the introduction to something really key that I always try to find in the people that bring close to me, the possibility language. Let me just tell you also why this is particularly important. In the world of coaching, a coach can be working for a client and using the possibility language is what the coach will ask the client. Imagine for a second that particular ideal situation that you are talking about, tomorrow morning, it happens. Everything happens. You wake up in the morning, everything is there. The question I have for you is, what is the first thing that you will see that will make you believe that, yes, everything has happened? Some will say, yes, I will have to make sure I have the keys to the car. I can go and open the car. And like a few years ago, this gentleman in France by the name of Maître Gims, he said that the first time he had his big deposit on his bank account, over €1 million, he was in such a disbelief that the first thing he had to do is get the bank card and say to himself he has to go to the ATM and try to make a withdrawal, because he said to himself, if I can make a withdrawal with this card, that will then tell me, that will confirm that yes, this money indeed is mine. So in your case, the question I have for you is, what would you have to see in order to believe that this thing has finally come to happen? And miraculously, that thing has happened. So once you can actually find yourself in a particular place, the beginning of this vision, I will simply tell you, my friend, hold on to that vision and hold on to anybody who can help you focus on something that resembles that miracle or that situation finally happening. Why? Because you need to have around you people can be possibility thinkers, possibility speakers, because these people are not so much bothered about the work that needs to happen as far as getting to the vision is concerned, but they are simply there to give you the fuel that's going to keep you going when you feel like giving up. When you start going through the ups and downs, you feel like giving up, you will simply remember there is something pulling you, and that something is simply going to be that particular vision or that possibility language, or that someone who will simply speaking in your ears day in, day out, and that will simply cause you to keep going no matter what, because you know deep inside, yes, there is this vision pulling me towards the mountaintop, and I know also I have to be taking baby steps to get there. It may be hard right now, but as long as I remember where I'm going, I know my why. My why is that I have this sense of discontent with where I used to be. I have this clarity and focus as far as the vision is concerned, and I have the skills to keep moving. My friend, all is going to just be well. Just make sure you continue to be surrounded by the right people, the people who know how to speak the possibility language. If the people around you don't know how to speak possibility language, my friend, maybe it's time for you to start upgrading your friends list. It's time maybe for you to start looking at your contact list and start deleting some numbers, because you need to change the people who are going to be helping you get going. All right, much love. I'm out.